Everyone's laughing. Then it hits you. Why are you so sensitive? And your mouth starts building a defense. That reflex is the trap. In the next minute, you'll get one calm Stoic response rule that ends the public test. No arguing, no performing. Stay. Because the last trap question is where most people lose their dignity. Public embarrassment isn't about the joke. It's about your status in the room. Sensitive is a label that turns you into the problem, and everyone else is laughing is the jury. Now you're on trial. Your body reacts, and you reach for a reasonable explanation. But reason isn't the point. Control is. If you explain, you look reactive. If you laugh along, you reward the disrespect. If you clap back, you become the entertainment. That's the mechanism. They poke. They recruit an audience. They wait for you to jade, justify, argue, defend, explain. Then they call your defense drama. Here's the Stoic frame. In public, you don't win by proving your feelings. You win by refusing the stage. Pause. One sentence. Then redirect or leave. Here's the Stoic response rule for public disrespect. Pause for 2 beats. Let the laugh die on its own. Then deliver one clean sentence, not a speech. A sentence that resets the frame. Say it to the person, not to the crowd. Lower your volume, slow your pace. Then you redirect the moment, or you exit. Because in public, distance is a power move. Trap question cha. Everyone else is laughing. Why are you so sensitive? Notice the move. They don't say it to understand you. They say it to recruit the room. Their eyes check for backup while you're still swallowing the hit. Work event, family dinner, a friend group that suddenly turns into a stage. Same setup. Your mistake is trying to sound reasonable. Your Stoic line is simple. I'm not here to perform. Keep it respectful. Hold eye contact for 1 second, then release it, like the matter is settled. Because it is, you're not defending feelings, you're enforcing standards, then pivot. Anyway, what were we saying? Or back to the point. Why it works. It refuses the label. It refuses the crowd vote. It sets a condition without a debate. Don't do this. Don't explain the backstory. Don't beg the group to see your side. The more you explain in public, the smaller you look. Trap question 2. Can't you take a joke? This trap frames you as fragile. If you say, I can take a joke, you're already inside their frame. If you fire back, you become the aggressive one. So you separate humor from disrespect. I get the joke. I'm not accepting the disrespect. Calm face, steady tone. Then you close the loop. If they push again, go shorter. Not at my expense. Then redirect or walk away. Why it works. You don't deny the joke. You deny the price. You make it about behavior, not your emotions. Don't do this. Don't be nervous. Laugh to survive. That laugh becomes permission. It teaches them that your dignity can be rented for a cheap punchline, and it invites the next one. Trap question 3. Are you seriously offended by that? This drags you into an emotional trial. If you debate the word offended, you lose time and status, so you refuse the courtroom. You move to observation. No, I'm noticing the pattern. Let's move on. Pattern is power. Pattern means it's not one bad moment, it's a behavior, and move on removes the stage. Then do the thing most people can't. Actually, move on. Shift your body. Ask someone else a question. Change the topic with zero apology. Why it works. Observation keeps you calm. Movement proves you mean it. Don't do this. Don't list 10 examples in public. That turns your boundary into a presentation. Save details for private or for distance. Trap question 4. So what do you want me to do? Apologize. This trap forces a performance. Either you demand a public apology and look needy, or you say it's fine and they repeat it. Keep it behavioral. No speech needed, just don't repeat it. That line is a door. It offers a clean exit. If they drop it, you move on. If they mock it, you learn the truth. They weren't joking. They were testing. Then you redirect. Cool. Back to the point. Or you remove yourself. Even a simple step away resets the room. Why it works? You're not asking for remorse. You're setting a rule. Don't do this. Don't negotiate for sincerity in front of witnesses. And don't chase closure from someone performing. You don't need their mood. You need your standard. Trap question 5. Why are you making this a big deal right here? This is the slickest one, because it pretends you're the problem for naming the problem. They want you to shrink and apologize for having a spine. Your Stoic line is clean. I'm not making a scene. I'm setting a boundary. 2 beats, eye contact, then a pivot. Let's keep going, or we can talk later, or I'm stepping out. Why it works? It denies the accusation, it states the condition, and it ends the performance. Here's the identity shift underneath it. You're not a person who auditions for approval. You're a person who chooses conditions. If respect isn't available, you don't bargain. You exit. And you don't narrate your exit. You just move. Don't do this. Don't over-explain your boundary. Don't try to sound nice enough for the crowd. And don't raise your volume to compete with the room. Calm collapses the crowd test, because they can't argue with a standard you're willing to live by. Here are the mistakes that keep this trap alive, and the fixes that shut it down fast. Mistake 1. You explain in public. You jade. Justify, argue, defend, explain. Fix. 1 sentence only, then redirect. Keep it respectful. Then, anyway, back to the point. Mistake 2. You're nervous laughing to survive. That laugh buys peace for 10 seconds and sells your dignity for a week. Fix. Neutral face. Small nod. Then the boundary line. Not at my expense. Mistake 3. You try to win the crowd. You scan faces. You start performing. Fix. Speak to the person, not the room. Make it calm. Make it final. Mistake 4. You clap back to feel powerful. Now you're both in the mud. Fix. Don't trade standards for a punchline. Exit the stage. Mistake 5. You ask for understanding. Do you get why I'm upset? That invites debate. Fix. Ask for a behavior change. No speech needed. Just don't repeat it. Quick recap. When they say, everyone else is laughing, why are you so sensitive? You don't explain. You pause. You use 1 clean line. Then you redirect. Or you leave. Remember the 5 traps. Why so sensitive? Can't you take a joke? Are you offended? So you want an apology? Why make this a big deal here? Your identity is simple. I don't perform for a crowd. If this hit home, subscribe. Comment on the trap line you hear most.